Is that a monster handler Tyson I spot? Uh-oh. Monster handler Tyson has no audio. Hello, handler helpers. It would not be a handler hangout without some technical difficulties. So please stand by while we wait for Monster Handler Tyson to fix his microphone. But it is I, Monster Handler Jen. Welcome to the June 2025 edition
Hello,
of
hello,
Oh my goodness,
hello.
of Handler Hangouts. Hello, Monster
So
Handler Tyson.
sorry. Here's the thing. As right when you started talking about Sailor Jen, I was like, I don't think my mic's gonna work, and it indeed didn't. So we're
And
we're
you know
here now.
what? We figured it out.
We
Again,
figured it out.
wouldn't be an MSM live or hangout without some form of technical
I
difficulties.
I don't think it,
So
it would go. Here's the thing. If we didn't have technical difficulties, I think there would be something wrong
there would be
in the
something wrong. I
universe
agree.
out there, I'd
But
say.
you know what? I would have to agree. It's just one of those fun and crazy things that happens to us monster handlers, I
Yeah.
guess. But
It
hello,
is,
monster
it
handler
is, it
Tyson.
is, yeah. What can you do?
You know,
Anyways,
just
but what it's it's the start of the month, but we've already had so much stuff, Monster Handler
oh
Jen.
my goodness. Yeah, June 5th. I have a list. I don't even know as tall as me of things that have been going on. I can't even keep track of it.
I
So
know.
yesterday, I may have stumbled upon this kickoff video on our YouTube channel, and
Oh,
just stumbled
really?
across it. Yeah, you
Oh,
were in it.
okay.
It was
Oh,
crazy.
what? I didn't. Oh, I must have sleptwalked or something.
You
I
must
didn't. I
have.
don't
You
remember.
must have.
Yeah.
Um, and we are super excited to be kicking off our first ever Creator Month. Whoa!
Woo! Ba-ba-bam,
Pew pew
ba-ba-bam.
pew pew! Lightning,
Yes.
fireworks, everything. Woohoo!
Woo!
So yeah, no more, as we did promise, no more month of the mythical, sadly, but we did have three
No.
great month of the mythicals over a
Yeah, we
course of
had we
2
had
years.
three great months in the mythicals, and again, last year's was the last one, but we did have this longing to get the community involved in
Mhm.
something in the month of June, and so yeah, we have come up with Creator Month, which is a month full of contest and content that will hopefully satisfy the I might say monsters community.
Absolutely. And just before we go any further, I'd just like to give a shout out. Hello, Monster Handler Ben. I see you out there in the
I
crowd in
see
the
him out
chat.
there.
I also see Monster Handler Allie out there. Hello and welcome. And thank you,
Hello.
everybody. Just thanks everybody for being here. It's just so
Yeah,
nice.
thanks for being here, everybody. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day.
Yep. So everybody make
And
sure that you give a warm hello and welcome to Monster Handlers Ben and Allie because they are the best.
yeah, I was gonna match that, but I can't. I
No, you just can't.
and if people, I'm seeing the chat. We are going to get to the stumped shenanigans, but we are going to kind of go through what's been going on
Yeah.
this last day.
Well, since you were in that handy dandy little kickoff video, why don't you
Well,
start us off?
here's the thing. I was like in the end of that video, really, because Matt Shea
Oh my
had a
goodness.
special appearance and was actually costumed as me for most of the
I
video,
didn't
which I
even I
thought,
didn't even realize it wasn't you for the longest time. What a great actor.
I know, yeah, he really, he really nailed my personality, I guess.
It was quite the
Um,
quite the jump scare when I realized.
I know, actually, I was seeing a lot of people in the comments saying it was a jump scare. I'm so sorry if that scared anybody. But but no, yeah, we had Matt Shea visit the studio recently, which that was a
We
lot of
did.
fun. And I mean, hey, who knows? We might have some other familiar faces coming around the BBB HQ.
Oh.
Some people may have seen that its legacy was around
He sure
recently
was. Yep,
in a recent
absolutely.
video that he posted, and yeah, and hey, maybe we'll see some stuff with him as well in the future.
I guess we'll have to see if anybody else pops
Yes, and
by
we'll
the
see. Yes, and
hmm,
we'll see if any other people are venturing to the studio. We shall see.
probably not.
Yes, 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 yes,
No,
yes.
no. Bah.
Uh, but, but yes, the studio has been busy with all the guests that we've been having, but we're also busy with two new contests for just for
Two.
yeah. Jen, why don't you tell us about them?
Oh my goodness, we did. We launched not one but two contests for our brand new
Whoa!
Creator Month. Wowee! That's a big wowee
Wow,
certified moment right there.
Yep.
So the first the first contest that we launched was the
Is
Creator Costume
yeah.
Contest, which I know that all the monster handlers are really excited about because we love to
Yes.
see the creativity from the community. So
Well,
yes, oh,
yeah. Well,
please,
here's the thing.
please.
It's been a day, and we are already looking at some like submissions for it, and like the community is really nailing it. Honestly, like we were very impressed with all the
I
costumes that are coming our way.
know. There have been some like I don't know how we're gonna pick winners.
No, yeah,
It's gonna be play your part all over again.
it really is, and you know what? There might be some bickering, but at the end of the day, we'll get there
That's right.
because
That's right.
we all have our favorites.
So in case this is the first time you've heard about this, we are calling upon you, the handler helper community, to create a costume for any monster of your choosing, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Wait, sorry, I was reading. I was reading something. It's Monster Handler Alley sent a message that said "Y'all good," and
Oh, that's okay, Monster Handler Alley. You
oh,
know what?
she had
You're good.
us.
You're
She
good.
she had us deaf. She had us muted, so she didn't know we were talking.
You know what? Fair enough. I
That's
would mute
funny.
you too.
Sorry. So yes, okay, I'm back in it.
So
Yes.
yes, we want you to create a costume for any monster of your choosing.
Yeah,
And then the
which is very
winners of this
exciting.
I know, and then the winners of the contest will have their costume concept actually added to the game, which is pretty cool at a later date, and receive some in-game currency, which there's a lot of new stuff coming out. You might need those diamonds for something. I don't
Yes, yes,
know.
yes. And yes, and also to preface, we do want to preface that it is costume concept, and we will
Yes.
contact the winners for input, but it is we are basing it on a concept, and then once we picked our selection, it's in our hands
Yep. So
now.
our very talented monster handler art team will take your concept and basically bring it to fruition, bring it
Hmm.
to life in the monster world, to have that like nice my singing monsters effect. And then yeah, once those debut, whenever the monster handlers decide that those go into the game, you will have your name permanently canonized in the game as the creator of that costume, which is pretty cool if you ask
And
me.
that's another, yes, very cool. And that another thing to preface as well. Hey, we'll be contacting these winners as well and coordinating with them, and that might take a while. So we're not exactly sure when we'll see these costumes,
Oh, but
but
we'll see them. We
they
will
will
see them.
eventually come out. So, but I'm just setting expectations of
Oh,
like
absolutely.
they won't be out in like July.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely. It does take the monster handlers a little bit of time to
Yeah,
implement new game content. We got a huge team of very talented people, but everything takes a little time. Just
exactly.
you gotta be patient.
But then there's another contest that I think might not take as long as the
Wow!
costume
Are you
one.
talking about the Discord emoji
Yeah,
contest?
Jen, why don't we talk about it?
Well, since the anniversary month emoji contest went so well last year in 2024, we decided that the creator month really seems like a good opportunity to have another one of these emoji sticker
Yeah.
contests. So we want to spruce up the server a little, with some new emojis and
Yeah,
some
why
new
not?
stickers. So yeah, if you have an idea for a fun emoji or a sticker, and that could be like an animated GIF too, that's totally fine. Just make sure that you submit to that handy dandy contest channel up in the top of the server.
Yes,
Um,
yes, yes.
Now, one thing I do want to point out, I've been seeing some really, really, really awesome submissions, but they don't quite fit the parameters. So make sure if you are
Um,
submitting any artwork for an emoji or a sticker that you read through the details in the contest page for things like file size and file type. Those are super duper important because Discord is very stringent on what size and what file type it will accept for emoji and sticker artwork. So please, please, please just make sure that you take a little look-see at that before you submit.
yeah. It's good to read things.
You know what? It really is. I learn a lot by reading.
Yes, exactly.
So yeah,
Speak
very exciting.
you want to have a good pivot here? Speaking of reading, the next point on our on our, on our little sheet here. Guess what? Epic Zucker debuted
Woo!
yesterday. which is very nice, and I love its design, and yeah, I just love it, and I love all the new epic wubblins that are coming to fruition.
I love Wublin Island. I feel like I say this every live, every handler hangout. I love Wublin Island. So
Hmm.
underrated. And the addition of the epic Wublins has been amazing. The designs are
Of
like
course.
top notch, like next level.
And as we said in the video, Epic Moculus is also available on Woodland Island as well because of all
I
these
know,
epics popping out.
which has
So
been
that's also
such a
very
nice
exciting.
addition.
Exactly.
Now,
What else
what
is going on, Jen?
else? Well, what else did we get a little? We got a little sneak peek at a bunch of stuff that's coming on later this month. I
Yes,
know we
yes.
got a little look see about Epic Tiawa and Rare Deja Gin. I know people were pretty excited about that, and we got a little preview of Sky Painting
Little preview.
2025 to round out the month. Wowee!
Yes, and again, if you wanted to avoid spoilers, we totally get it. So if you didn't actually see them, that's
That's okay.
totally okay.
That's okay. They're
Uh,
they're coming.
but hey, something to look forward to later in the month.
Absolutely.
But come on, we're not done there though. We also released a bunch of
Mm-mm-mm.
new creator costumes.
We
Uh,
sure did.
yes, a part of the creator collection costumes that
Yes, which is
these.
actually what the costume contest winner will be a part of, is that
Yeah.
creator series of costumes.
So yeah, so anyone from the My Singing Monsters community or any prominent like YouTubers or My Singing Monsters influencers who have had the luck to uh, make a costume with us.
Yes,
That is a part
absolutely.
of that series. And so we had a few that are really awesome. Matt Shea, when he was visiting the studio, he made that awesome puffin
Yes,
costume.
the puffin inspired Pango costume to really represent where he is from in Newfoundland, Canada, our fellow Canadian.
Our fellow
Shout out Matt
Canadian, yeah.
Shea.
Yeah.
And I love the puffin Pango costume. I think it is so nice. I'm
It's
pretty sure
it's
it's called
funny.
Down Home Pango, I think is the name of that costume.
Well, it's funny. I've never had like a costume make me want to go somewhere. You know what I mean? But like as soon as
Hmm.
he was like talking about it and making it, I was like, I really want to go to Newfoundland now.
I know, right? Me
It's
too.
it's
We'll
one
have to
of
go visit Matt
it's
Shea sometime, I guess.
yeah,
He,
yeah, we will.
came to visit us, so we gotta go visit him now.
Yes, yes.
That's hospitality.
Yes, and then we also collabed with yeah. Well, we also Matt Shea was also a part of this, but MPG Pure Plays and Legacy, they also were the ones who collaborated with the Behemoth costume, I believe.
Absolutely. So we worked with the judges of our Spoutical costume contest from last year, and they actually got to collaborate and create a
Yes, yes, yes.
costume with the four of them. And so they chose Bemebeth, as we know, Ethereal Workshop is a fan favorite, and Bemebeth seems to be a fan favorite.
Yeah. Oh, big time.
So yeah, they collaborated us. They really wanted to do something that they thought that the community would love and enjoy, with lots of symbolism in there. And I think it's a pretty awesome costume, pretty great, a little
Yeah,
out of this
yeah.
world, if you will.
How long did you have that in your pocket?
Oh, I wrote that down so I wouldn't
You wrote that down. Oh, you did.
forget.
And then we also had the wonderful costumes from Fiddlemental and
Yep.
Conk 704,
Yes. Yeah.
which
So they
is
were the
Nerve
winners.
and Dromedary.
Correct. They were the winners of the Spoutical costume contest from last year. So yeah, they created some awesome dromedary and nerve concept art for their costumes, and they have officially been added to the game. So congratulations,
Whoa.
Fidamental and Conk. That was a mouthful.
Yes, he did a great. Yes, those are awesome, awesome costumes.
Hmm.
But everything it's not done there. We
Nope,
have
we got more. We got more.
we have our fan art call to action for everyone to share their best and greatest fan art that they've made for My Singing Monsters on socials with the hashtag My Singing Monsters and hashtag Creator Month, and you might get the chance to canonically be featured in the MoMA as we
The
are
Museum of Monster
as
Art?
yes, because as I believe a new wing is being opened up in the MoMA this year, and
Wow.
we might be getting a MoMA tour part two, which maybe to tease something a little bit.
Oh, I hope we get invited to the grand reveal.
Yes, yes, me too. And I'm seeing people say MoMA and Doma, which is funny. And then yes, and then people are asking what's MoMA. It is the Museum of Monster Art. If you haven't checked it out, the video out from last year is actually where Monster and Jen and I visited during
We did.
the sky painting short from
We sure
last
did.
year.
And let me
And
tell you, that is a different kind of museum. I've never been in a museum where I could stick my head in the painting. That was
and
crazy.
see what's inside.
It was pretty awesome.
Yes, and now okay, we're almost at
We're
stump
almost
time,
done.
but
We're
we have
almost
one
done.
more thing because obviously Life Formula started yesterday as well,
It sure did.
and honestly, Life Formula is like one of my like top like favorite seasonal events. I kind of like the meta-ness of it, and I like the behind the scenes-ness of it, and yeah,
Yeah.
no, it looks
It's
really
all
cool.
about creation, which, wow, it's
Exactly.
almost like
Speaking
we
of,
decided to call the month Creator Month. I wonder if
whoa,
that's linked at all. Hmm.
yeah.
So yes,
Anyways,
welcome back to Munculus, and all of the Munculi. I'm
Homunculus.
not sure.
Yeah. I don't know if we've ever said the plural. Homunculi. That feels better. I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna go with that.
We'll go with that.
We're gonna go with that.
Yeah.
And as we've already kind of alluded to, Wublin Island did welcome Epic Munculus to the family
Yes,
this year,
yes,
which was so nice. What a great
yes.
addition.
And then we have some delicious new seasonal snacks that are
We
dynamic
sure do.
fluid in the licorice DNA. I don't know what licorice DNA would like. What kind of flavor would that be,
I
or
mean,
would it just be licorice?
are they safe for human
I
consumption?
don't.
Like,
I
I
don't
kind of
know.
wanna try, but then, like, I
Well,
also kinda don't.
okay, I was going to ask between the two, which one would you choose to try? This is
Probably the
always my
dynamic
this is
fluid
always my
because I really don't like licorice. But if it was like a nice flavor licorice, that would be great.
yeah. Why not?
What about
Yeah.
chocolate licorice? Now that would be
Ooh,
nice.
that'd be a good one.
I like
That
chocolate.
that would.
You're making me hungry, Monster
I'm
Alert
so
Tyson.
sorry. I'm sorry. If everyone thinks there's an earthquake happening, that's just Monster Antler Jen's stomach
It's true.
from craving her chocolate licorice.
Now, Monster Alert
Yes.
Tyson, not
Yes.
only did we increase, oh my goodness, not only did we introduce the new creator costume series, we also introduced a whole bunch of new Life Formula seasonal costumes.
Ooh, so many costumes this month.
Oh my gosh, my favorite one is the
Crazy.
C Sharp Mammoth costume, which I believe
Yes.
is based off of old concept art, and it just
Yes.
looks so cute.
It is based off, I believe, one of the original concepts of Mammoth, because I think
Mhm.
Mammoth was going to be the water element
Oh my
before
goodness,
Toe Jammer was.
how times have changed.
Times has changed, but no, I love it. I loved it whenever we kind of skim through our concept book.
Yep,
I do like looking at Shark Mammoth, which is very cute.
it is. And last but not least, don't forget that Ethereal Island has transformed once again with its beautiful Life Formula seasonal skin. Wowie!
Wow, we indeed. Now that is
Woo!
finally
It took
a
us
re.
a whole 20 minutes to get through all the
Yes,
content because so much has happened this week.
yes, I know exactly. So with all this
So
stuff going on, my brain's all jumbled. So I'm
oh
probably gonna
yeah.
get stumped.
Yeah, you might get stumped here.
Oh
So
gosh.
here's how stump's gonna work, everybody. We have already chosen a few preloaded questions, if you will, from the Stumped channel in the Discord,
Yeah.
and that's what we're gonna start with. But then we're also gonna live stump Monster Handler Tyson. So I've got Monster Handler Allie in the chat here, and I'm also gonna be in the chat to ask your best stumped questions. But make sure you include both the question and the answer, because I'm gonna be honest, I can't type that fast. I can't fact check every
Yeah.
single one of your stump questions in real time. I think my fingers would fall off.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. We
please
don't want
include
that.
the question and the answer.
Also, I want to preface, and I hope everyone trusts us enough when I say this. We haven't cheated. I haven't seen anything
Nope.
because
And he's not looking at the chat.
I'm not looking at the chat.
Well, really,
It's
Tyson, if you look at the
all
chat,
good.
we're gonna have to have a little chat, if you know what I mean.
I promise. I promise. 'Cause what's the point in stumped if I know it all? You know what I
Right?
mean?
Exactly. So here we go. Let's
Exactly.
start stumping Montserrat
Start
Tyson.
stumping.
Let's start stumping.
Let's do it.
All right, from Duck Luck Games. What
Uh-huh.
is the species of the critters on the island that Meebkin is on?
Those are the memes, I believe,
That's
no?
right. Ding 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 ding
See,
ding.
okay, here's the thing, you know what? Stuff like gives me so much stress because even when I immediately get the answer in my head, I'm like, "Oh, no, it's probably a trick question, right?"
Right,
Yeah.
right.
That was a nice
You know,
little,
once in a while, I throw an easy one in here for you, or at
I
least I
appreciate
think
it.
we started you off nice.
Mhm.
All right, next from first name Iskowitz. After
Okay.
seasonal shanty was completed, what was the only auxiliary seasonal event to have been first celebrated in 2022?
Oh, so oh, can you
Mm.
repeat the last part of that?
Sure can. What
Sorry.
was the only auxiliary seasonal event to have
Mhm.
been first celebrated in 2022?
First celebrated in 2022. It was
Mhm.
the only Ox one that was
Mhm.
celebrated in 2022. I believe that was the Beat Hereafter.
Ding 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 ding
Ding, ding, ding.
ding. You're correct.
I was for some reason my brain was thinking Feastember, but that was like years before
Years and years and
2022.
years before
Years and
Shanty.
years. Yeah. Okay, 2 for 2. I'm feeling good.
Oh, you're doing it. You're doing it. All right.
Yeah.
From Labor, one of our wonderful Ed Brett Security moderators.
Whoa.
What is the last synthesizer upgrade called? Now this is a
Yoinks.
real doozy.
Uh, okay, let me enter my mind palace because I remember Monster Handler Matt
I do
challenging
too.
me,
I
challenging
also
me,
remember this.
like just like personally in the studio, being like, Tyson can't remember this.
Let me give you
I
a little hint. Let me give you a hint.
okay,
One,
little
two,
hint.
three, four. There are five
I
layers to
think I've got it.
this.
I think I've got it. I think it's super, mega, ultra, hyper, refined synthesizer. I think that's it. Did I get it?
Wow-wee!
Yeah, okay, great.
Oh my goodness, that memory palace of yours. Jeez
It's
Louise.
it's that and it was that and it was like the thumpies. He like challenged me to like
I do
memorize
remember
a lot of
that.
them. I do remember that, yeah.
I do remember that. Wowee. All right.
Anyways, I'm impressed that I got that.
I am also impressed that you got
Thank you, thank you.
somebody in the chat, small fuzzy bug said my memory palace is basically an outhouse, and honestly, I feel that in my soul.
Yeah,
Because
dude.
mine also is. Okay.
That's so funny. Yeah, moving
Um,
on.
from Ogler, which island is a reference to a real life song? Now, this actually has two answers.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Which island is a reference to a real life song? Now, I will take one of
Oh,
the two,
one of the two. Well,
or
I
both
would
if you know both of them.
I see. I would say Sugar Bush.
Yep, that's one.
Yeah, that's one. Okay, do I get bonus points if I get the other one?
You get a bonus. Ding, ding,
Ding,
ding.
ding, ding. Another island based on something in the real world?
Yep, a real life song.
Really? A real
Mm-hmm.
life song.
Mm-hmm.
Um, is it? Huh? Is it Gold Island? Because Gold
It
Island
sure
is
is. Ding, 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 ding,
it?
ding. Yes, Gold Island is based off of, I believe, Canon in D.
Oh, okay.
You're
There
just
you
like, yeah, sure.
go. Okay, yeah, I've never heard of it. I did not know that.
Tyson,
No,
Tyson, Tyson. You gotta
Gold
study your
Island.
music.
You know, I really do. Gold Island just seemed the most familiar. You know what I mean? With
And
like
there's a
just
reason for that,
yeah,
because it's
there's a
a
reason.
real life song.
I also
Woo!
thought it was maybe going to be like a trick question and be like Composer Island or something like that.
Oh, nope, nope,
But
not
no,
this time. All right, well, you're
no.
doing pretty well here. You got all four of those right.
I'm, I'm actually very impressed. I remember, I'll be totally honest. I was talking to Monster and Legend before this. I'm like, oh gosh, I'm just going to be stumped the entire time and I'm going to look like I don't know anything. But now we're
True.
here. But now watch me just get everything wrong from this point on.
Well, let's see.
Yes.
From Corbin,
Hmm.
which of the magical Titan's eyes are neither open nor shut?
Open nor shut. Magical Titans. I would believe that is the Bone Island Titan. No.
It sure is Necrol. Ding, 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 ding,
Oh,
ding.
shoot, should I have said the name?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I accept. I accept phone.
Okay. Phone. Okay.
Gee, 5 for 5.
5 for 5.
Wowee.
I'm impressed.
All right, from Big Blue Blairit. Ooh, that's a
Big Blue
fun
Blair.
name.
It. Okay.
What monster was hanging from the roof with a disco ball in the trailer for Summer Song 2024?
Ooh, 2024. Oh, hanging as a disco ball. Was that Exert?
It sure was. Ding 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 ding
Hey,
ding.
because
You're
I
on
know
a real roll over
I
here.
know Gobblegord hung up there for a bit as well. So I did think Gobblegord. For some reason, I always think Gobblegord for 2 seconds, and then I then I think about it.
I see people in the chat saying it's pronounced exert. Yes, it is. Like exert, to exert
Yes, you are
yourself.
exerting something.
That's right.
Exert.
He is certainly exerting something. Pu.
What have people been saying? Zert?
I think so. Yeah.
Silly Billies. That's not the name.
All right. From number one Epic Carolong fan, who was the
Okay.
first Epic seasonal to be released in 2024?
Oh. Okay. Now we're
There's
getting
a
into
hint in
territory.
there.
Epic seasonal of 2024.
Yes.
Oh, is it Carolong?
Epic Carolong. Ding ding ding
Sorry,
ding
yeah, Epic Carolong.
ding. That was
Yay.
that was from number one Epic Carolong fan.
Oh, okay. I did not hear their name, so that's so funny.
That is okay.
Okay.
Keep those stumped questions going
Keep them
there,
coming.
everybody. Keep it coming.
Keep them coming.
Okay,
Ah.
next we have from Goobert in Surely We Jest. What
Mm-hmm.
monster was revealed to be in the box at the end of the video?
Ooh, in the box at the end of the video. In Shirley Jess, there was a monster in the box at the end of the video. I'm like really blanking on this one. So I know there's a box. Oh, at the end of the video.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, this is really throwing me off. Okay, I want to say it's probably Weasel.
Mm-mm.
Right? No? Okay, wait.
Oh, I've
No.
been waiting. I've been
First up.
waiting. It was
Is
here,
it? Oh, 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 silly Billy.
Hee hee.
That's
We got you. We stumped you.
gosh darn it. Well, I mean, listen, you can't have good things all the time, I guess.
It's
You
true.
know
It's
what I
okay.
mean?
Hey, you're doing pretty well here. You're doing pretty well.
So I remember in that video, it's not fur corn, but there's like a little like toy fur corn that pops out of the box in the beginning of the video, but not at the end. So yes, it was
Oh.
probably but like wow, that video really
I mean, he is pretty tricky.
it's very true. Yeah, it's very true.
All right. From Is a Rat 1234. What
All
is
right.
the only MSM island you can't play the memory game on?
Oh. Um. Hmm. You can't play the only island where you can't play the memory game. I'm going through all the islands right now in my head. Would I'm between I'm between Coliseum and Tribal.
Gotta pick
Um,
one.
I will pick Tribal Island.
Ding 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 ding
Okay,
ding.
perfect.
Good job. Good job.
Perfect. Uh, next
Uh,
one.
next one from
This is fun.
Lost. I'm glad you're having a good time. I'm having a great time. I just get to sit here and make sound effects.
It's funny. I'm having a great time because I'm on a somewhat of a streak. But again, as soon as I have a feeling I'm gonna have a bad streak soon.
From Lost, the Epic Humbug. Which
Hmm.
monster did Wubbox fling into the sky to find out what the monster world's true shape was?
That's an easy one. That's Gobbly of course.
Ding 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 ding. Oh, we
Just I
love Gobbledygook.
we love Gobbly. I do for a second. I do want to talk on some behind the scenes, because
Ooh.
when we were coming up with that video, I remember we were all in a little meeting and we were like, okay, well, our biggest issue is like, how do we get monsters that are on this island to the next island because we wanted it to be the same gobbledygook. And then so we're like, why doesn't the Wubbox just launch it into space? And that was it. Good, but like that only because before we decided on that, it was like a lot of intricate ways of how it would end up on Fire Oasis, and we're like, why don't we just send it into space?
That's right.
Anyways,
Why
it was
not?
very fun. I think it was my favorite like meeting idea moment of like, yeah, let's just send him into space.
That's very funny.
It's
I
very
love
funny.
that. I love the little behind the scenes.
Yeah.
All right. From Scuplin, who are the monsters that we're going to fight in the Coliseum Arena and the All in Your Head trailer? Ooh, that's a throwback.
Well, oh, that's a great stumped question. Oh, okay. Ugh, I'm like I know exactly what they're
Hmm.
referencing. I just cannot picture
I believe we
which
even had
monsters.
like translations on the screen
I
from what
know.
they were
Okay,
saying.
I think um was it okay, I think one was Dragong.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then uh was it Voodoo?
Stomped!
Okay. Was it I know it now. Man, it was Gazillion.
It sure
Yeah, it
was.
was no.
That's okay. You're doing
Shoot.
well. You've only gotten two
I know.
wrong so far.
I'm impressed with myself.
You know, I think Monster Handler Matt would be proud of how well you're doing.
I think he will, but also if he were here and asking me questions, I think he would be
Oh my
giving me
gosh.
very obscure like how many eggs does it take, or like which eggs does
Absolutely.
it take to wake up this monster? I'm
Oh,
like, oh gosh.
100%. Yeah. That's true. That's very true.
Yeah.
From Bro was Bazinga, which
Okay.
which ethereal monster performs a crucial function to preserve the ecosystem of Ethereal Workshop?
Whoa. Oh. I am drawing a blank immediately. So okay. I. Uh, hmm. I'm gonna say Bamibeth, but I don't think that's right. No.
Stomped.
Okay, let me
It
guess. Let me
was
guess. Let me
oh,
guess. Let me
oh,
guess. Let me guess.
okay, 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 okay.
I'm between Meebkin or like Oogity, because I could see us saying like Oogity is doing something with
It
its
was in
slimy.
fact Oogity.
Is it Oogity? Ah,
It was. Sure was.
dang, that's okay.
All right. Quaxophone. Which
Hmm.
ethereal monster starts its pocket-sized sorry, let me start this again. Which
Okay.
ethereal monster starts its ethereal island monster. Oh my goodness, I can't talk. Starts its life pocket-sized but can grow to imposing heights.
Ooh, and it's the ethereal island monster.
It is a monster that does live on ethereal island.
Okay, this is also
It's a
already
little
stumping me.
tricky. It's all a
Is it
little
tricky?
tricky.
I'm gonna do a wild guess. Is it bellowfish?
Stomped!
No. Oh, is it? Oh, I think I know what it is. Is it Feng Prey?
Stomped! The answer is Monculus!
Monkey. Oh yeah, of course. Shoot. Okay.
That's okay. So that marks the end of the pre-selected, preloaded, if you will,
Yay.
questions. Now we're getting into some live questions, so keep
Oh
those
gosh,
coming.
I'm sure these live questions are going to be a little less forgiving.
From Wizard,
Hello,
which
wizard.
monster uses earwax for its skincare routine?
I vaguely remember this. Is it like a is it a sugar bush thing?
Yes, but which
Is it?
one?
Oh no! Oh no! It's a different one. Uh. Oh no. I don't know. I'm stumped. I don't know. Let me. Okay. Hmm. I'm gonna. Am I allowed to put up an image so I can just look at all of them and see who, who in the Suga fan,
Sure.
who would, uh, be most likely to do that? I'm just looking at everybody here. Who would do that? I would say sugar beets.
Stumped!
No. Okay. Who is it?
It was Sugavox.
Sugar Vox. You know what? I think like a couple years ago, uh, this might have been a question somewhere else, and so I retained that it was a Sugar Fam thing. I didn't
You
know
did.
who.
You did. We'll give you half points for that. How's
Thank
that
you.
sound? Yeah,
I
you're welcome.
appreciate that.
All right. From Loigi, or Loigi, I'm not sure. I'm so sorry if I said that wrong. How many monsters have been skibbedied?
Ugh. What does that
Monster
mean?
Handler Ben would know the answer to this.
How many monsters have been skibbidied? I assume
Now, this is a
from.
Discord
I
centric.
was gonna say. Well, I know there's Skibbity Thrumble.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I mean that's the only one I can picture really. Uh, is it just Thrumble? I think it's just
Nope.
I'm just gonna say one. What? Oh no.
Stumped.
Is it? I don't know. I don't know.
It's
I'm
Thrumble
stumped.
and Bamebeth.
Beth.
We
Oh
had a
man.
poll in one of the previous handler hangouts for which other monster would Monster Handler Ben create a skibbity,
I
and
see.
it
And
was
it was.
Bamebeth.
I
Shout
should
out
have.
to you, Monster Handler Ben.
Yes. Thank you, Monster Handler Ben, for
I
making the
wouldn't have been
Skibbity
able to do
monsters.
that. I did love that.
There you go. All right. Yeah, but let's have another one.
All right.
See
Unstable
now.
hyena. Oh,
Okay.
yes,
Ooh.
yeah.
No, now I'm just about to say. Now we're entering very much getting stumped
That's
portion of the show.
true.
I called it.
Which adult celestial has a fondness for shiny items? Now,
Adult
really think about
celestial. Oh,
this.
that would be Hornicle.
Ding, ding, ding,
Ding.
ding!
Because they
And
like treasure.
fun fact, Hornicle is my celestial.
Is it?
Sure is. I love Hornicle.
Wow.
He's so nice.
Mine is Vamp.
Vamp! Monster
Vamp,
Handler
which I believe,
Tyson. Isn't
which
that the
is
celestial of June?
yeah,
Oh
which
my
is this month. Wow,
goodness.
which is so exciting.
All
Anyways,
right. From
getting old.
buzzers. Okay, that's enough. From buzzers. After Gajoob and Yostrich, which mythical was the first to obtain an epic variant?
An epic variant. I believe. Ooh. Other than Gajub and the ostrich. Um.
What was the other, what was
Oh,
the
sorry.
first after that? Yeah.
For a second, I had the natural island bosses in my head. So like the quads for a second. So I was like, Gajub and the ostrich. What are you talking about? Was it? Just going through the peeps here. Was it Strombonin?
Stomp!
What? Who was it? Wait.
Bazinga!
Bazinga! Really? Oh my gosh. I got those timelines mixed up. There you
From
go. Well,
Earth Wub.
mm-hmm.
What plant-like monster spends most of its time in water and loves playing in the mud?
Playing in the mud and spends a lot of time in water.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, it was a plant. What?
Which plant island monster
Oh, okay.
spends most of its time in water and loves playing in the mud? Now, this monster does exist on other islands as well.
Yeah. Okay. I have three that come to my mind, or four now. I'm thinking octopus or shrub.
You got it. It's
Or
octopus.
oh,
Ding,
it's
ding, ding,
okay.
ding.
You should have let me keep going, and I would have probably said the wrong one, honestly. But no, I did think octopus. See, I overthink. I panic. Octopus was my first choice, but then I started panicking.
That's okay.
Anyways,
You
yeah.
did it.
Thank
You
you.
did it.
We did it.
All right. Next up from Real Zaroe. Oh my goodness.
Whoa,
Hello.
sorry. Oh my gosh.
What reason does the sticky pink substance appear on Pentumbra's legs? Good luck with this.
Good luck with that. What is the reason why it has some sticky legs?
Pretty much.
Um, uh, to climb walls, of course. I'm not sure.
Stomped.
Yeah, I'm stumped on that one.
Their legs are so often bathed in darkness that the substance appears on them.
Oh,
And it
I
makes sense. It
see.
makes sense that Zaru would know the answer to that.
Well, obviously. All right.
Yeah.
Shoot. I should have got that one. What can you do?
Let's see. Oh,
Let's
oh,
see
this is a
here.
nice one from Epic Zuker. Hello, Epic Zuker.
Hello, Epic Zuker.
What did Monster Handler Jen nickname Pentumbra in one of the shorts?
Oh, oh no. Oh no. Oh, is it? It is Shady Long Legs.
Ding, 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 ding. I'm
Hey,
gonna name
okay.
him Shady Longlegs.
Yes. That's very cute.
It was very cute. I like that one. From Something MSM. What
Hmm.
was the last monster to release in 2024 that was not a variant? So not a rare or an epic.
Oh, like a new monster in 2024, in the last one that was released. Was that? I think that was Harriet.
Ding 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 ding.
Yay!
Good job.
Good
You are
job.
just killing it over here.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Ooh, another question from Labor. What monster can potentially explode in a way that could be similar to the Big Clanger?
Whoa. Which monster could explode? Um, hmm. I'm immediately stumped on this one. Let me try and think. Which monster would explode? Is there like an explosive monster? Um, hmm. I'm not sure. I'm gonna say a wild guess. I'll say Brump.
Ah,
Uh,
stomped.
what? Who is it?
It was Epic Nebulob.
Epic Nebula. Oh, I should have known that.
Pretty sure you found some remnants on the beach.
I was gonna say, yeah.
You're hanging out.
I was saying on the beach. I believe that was with Common. Or no, yeah, yeah. Whoa, I'm forgetting that short.
It's
No,
okay.
we do see Epic Nebula. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Good times.
Good
GTs.
times. GTs.
All right. Let's see here. From V, which instrument of automaton, which instrument does this monster, oh my goodness, I can't read. Which instrument does the monster play the automaton? I think I'm just reading this very wrong. But which
Okay.
monster plays the automaton?
I believe that's Blair.
Ding, 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 ding. After I brutally
Yeah, I was gonna
butchered
say.
that.
Listen, we had to drag ourselves there when we got there. You
We
know what I'm
got there.
saying?
We
Yeah.
got there.
Yeah.
All right. From Cam, oh, Star Cam. How many
Hey.
monsters have crystal incorporated into their design without the crystal element being
Are
present?
you kidding me? See, these are the kind of questions that Monster Handler Matt throws at me, and I'm
It's
like,
true.
Matt, I don't know. Um. Okay, how many that are utilizing crystal like elements in their design, but they don't have the crystal element? Is that what I'm
Yes.
getting? Okay. I'm gonna do a wild guess. I am going to say 6.
Stomped.
Uh, what do we got?
28.
28. Oh
Now,
my
like I
god,
said,
28! They don't even have the crystal.
I can't fact check these, everybody, but I'm gonna
Yeah,
trust Starcam on
yeah.
that one.
Let's hope everyone's being uh uh truthful here, or I'm getting stumped. For all I know, it's 6, and I'm right. It's probably not. It's
we'll have
probably
to
not 6.
we'll have to inquire with Monster Handler about it.
Yeah, yeah, we will.
All right.
Because he
Let
is the
me.
encyclopedia,
That's true.
as we've deemed him.
That's true.
Yes, yes,
How
yes.
from Loigi slash Loigi once again, I'm so
Mm-hmm.
sorry. How many monsters start with the letter U?
Oh, come on. The letter U. Let me think of some. I can't even think of any right now. I can think of one. Okay, I can think of one. As soon as I get okay. Hmm. I can only think of one.
Ding
Let
ding
me
ding ding
okay.
ding. There's only one, and it is Uduk.
Yes, yes, yes.
Good
Uduk.
job. Good job. Alrighty. From Safe Tuba. What two monsters have been said to never be able to meet, but have in fact met in the club box?
Two monsters that can never meet. Or were said that they couldn't meet.
Correct.
I think it's like a really obscure one. For some
Mm-hmm.
reason, is it? Okay. Okay, just tell me if I'm wrong right away. Like one of them, for some reason, I'm thinking is like Ruba. Is it? Am I wrong? Ah, okay.
But
Um,
I see where you're going because Rare Rubas love Summer Song and love
yes,
DJ Epic.
yeah.
They have a hard time getting to the club box.
Um, I think I might be stumped on this one. Okay, wait. Are they okay? Can you give me a hint? I like a magical monster is coming to mind from like the magical islands.
One lives on Bone,
Okay.
one lives on Sugarbush.
Oh, Sugarbush. What? Uh, Bone and Sugarbush. I'm gonna say I would say Sugar Fox and uh, Pechidna.
Stomped!
Uh,
The answer we were looking for were Clacula and Sugarbush.
oh, all right. Why
Yeah,
can't they meet?
you learn something new every day.
Yeah, I did not know that.